Let me sum it up once again. What is YTM? What is its utility in bond valuation? And what is significance of bond valuation? And what is significance of bonds as such or fixed income securities as such? Obviously, there are players like mutual funds, pension funds, different kinds of wealth management funds, different kinds of funds all over the world. They are sitting on piles of money. And as a fund manager, as a wealth manager, you have a responsibility. And what is the responsibility that you have? A responsibility that you have is to ensure that the funds that someone has entrusted to you, you give him a return. You earn a return on these funds, which is higher than his cost of capital. Only then it makes sense for him to hire you. If you are not able to give him a return which is higher than his cost of capital, obviously what you are doing is you are not increasing his wealth, you are eroding his wealth, you are decreasing his wealth. And therefore, as the fund manager, as the wealth manager, it is your responsibility to keep on ensuring that you keep on investing those funds in those securities where the return is higher than the cost of capital. So what is YTM? YTM is the rate at which, if the cash flows on that security are discounted, the present value of those cash flows will be same as the investment, the amount of investment that you are making. So let's say when you calculate the YTM of a security, you realize that the YTM is coming 9%. What will you do? As a fund manager, as a wealth manager, you will find out as to what is my cost of capital. And you realize that your cost of capital is 10%. YTM is 9%. You will take a decision not to invest your money into this bond because this bond is giving you a YTM which is lower than your cost of capital. So this bond is giving you a return. So when I say YTM, that means this bond is giving you a return which is less than your cost of capital. And please remember, if you invest your money at a where you are getting return which is less than your cost of capital, you are doomed, you are finished. But if you realize that the YTM that you are getting on this bond is 11%, your cost of capital is 9%, you will close your eyes and make investment in this bond because it is giving you a return which is 2% higher than your cost of capital. So that is the utility of YTM in the context of bond valuation and bond decision making, because the YTM will help you to compare the return with your benchmark rate. And your benchmark rate, please remember, is nothing but your cost of capital. And if you find that the return that you are getting is higher than your benchmark rate, then of course it becomes easy for you to take a decision. And remember, those funds that we are talking about, where the size is more than $100 trillion, the funds are in billions of dollars, and they do the transactions of billions dollars and whatnot. And therefore, a small fraction in the rate can make huge difference on their return. And that is the utility of YTM and its significance in bond valuation. Now what we do, friends, let us revise quickly so as to reinforce our understanding. So I am sure all of you are clear as to what is YTM. I am sure all of you are conceptually clear as to how YTM is same like IRR. How YTM is same like IRR. I am sure if you can link IRR, if you can link YTM with IRR, your understanding of YTM will become clear for whole of your life. What is the utility of YTM? I am sure is clear to every one of us. How to find YTM of a security? We will do it as we move forward. What is the relationship between YTM, coupon rate and value of a bond? We will find out. And what is the relationship between market price, face value, YTM and coupon rate of bond? We will find out. So first three questions I have answered already. So in case if anyone still has a doubt about the first three questions, you can please unmute yourself and ask your question. And if there are nobody with any question relating to the first 3 points, then we can move to the next slide.